What's good, everybody? You rocking with your boy TheCzarr, all rights reserved. It rained really hard, so I had to give a break. I didn't get as many videos done as I wanted to, but tomorrow and Sunday are 2 new days that we have to look over content. I have a lot to go through, as well as commenter videos. I have about maybe 6 or 7 more at the least written down. That has nothing to do with the questions I found under the recent videos that I just dropped, so we're going to get to all that. Now we're getting to Jaded Jaylee, and what she was actually talking about was witness protection, kind of understanding how these guys are not deceased but could be in witness protection through authoritative rule behind the scenes. And that also has part to do with the theory that I have coming up tomorrow that I hope you guys will enjoy and take the time out of your busy schedules to catch up with. I put this content up so you can have something to check out during the day. And we're going to start out. I want you to hit up the PayPal, to GoFundMe, or you can hit $ capital THE capital CZARR if you have not yet. Jaded Jaylee actually has far before I even did a comment for her. So thank you for supporting. Whoever else steps up, or if she chooses to do so again, I would appreciate all of the support you get to help us meet the goal. Now, the witness protection. Now, the way witness protection works is, again, it's not released to public. And I fully agree with you. One of the things that I said, again, I referenced the Miami Herald, and that was my understanding of how they were looking to basically talk with the people they spoke with earlier that were first on the scene and had nothing to do directly with the incident. But at the same time, I was very glad that she did bring this up and said she did research and could not find a connection of father and daughter, which is fine because, again, we give objective viewpoints on information that's delivered. Also, there is objectivism involved in the sense of their relationship and what it could have been. Now, we don't really know details around that. We don't even know specific details around family. And when I say that, we don't know how the family interacted, nor if there was any family beefs or inter-family quarrels. But at the same time, witness protection would not relieve information about the whereabouts of these individuals. Now, the only sense of why I say witness protection is questionable is because we seen Cleo release that her niece was deceased, but at the same time, I get what you're saying, witness protection, because that could have been to throw off the presumed mastermind. So we'll get into that in more detail tomorrow and the way those things work. But yes, if they were in witness protection, they would have new identities and they would not be scopable. They would not be found out. And definitely I could see that being a possibility, although I doubt it, being how quickly it was released. But at the same time, you do have a good point. And when good points are made, I do appreciate it. You know, it helps me to get to a general consensus of what could be going around the scenes. And it helps me to think deeper into the evidence and different documents that I'm reading, all the videos you guys send, even though I may not respond. Again, if I heart and like it, I seen you had it and I probably opened it, more or less, depending on the situation I was facing at the time and whether or not I was able to get right back to it. But I like her point. This is something we all got to keep in mind too. It's probable. We don't even know who the mastermind is. So even if the mastermind set up, it could be that he's even in witness protection if he has more information that would lead to further crimes to be developed and released or arrest, or he's willing to take the stand. He or she, I should say, is willing to take the stand against a crime that would open up the gates and allow investigators to figure out other crimes that have been committed by these alleged suspects. Someone also put me on to saying that they could have committed crimes up the East Coast, all the way as far as Atlanta, Georgia, down back to Florida, being they found Robert Allen in Georgia. So I could see that. There's a lot of speculation and skepticism surrounding these individuals, and I'm open to understand that, and I guess I would get that. I don't have anything against that viewpoint. I just would say that we have to kind of let the evidence roll out and continue to do it. And that's how we're going to do, but we're still going to work with what we have, bringing up our theories and things, because if we look at the entire playlist and how everything folds out, as well as the commenters recognition. So I'm going to take time to mention that all commenters recognition will be in a playlist, also visible to the public and visible to you to go back and check out, where you have your name attached and see what was actually said. And you could come up with more questions. Sort of, I thought about this, doing commenters questions with Commenter Nation, because I think it will unfold to you developing more specific questions, more specific ideology we can work with as a team to understand what's given to us before us, not only relying solely on what it is that I have coming out, although I have some originals dropping tomorrow of theories and different things, and I want to get your opinions on it. But yeah, Jaded, I like the type of viewpoints, Jaylee. I think that you came across a very strong factor that could repeat itself in the future, because again, we don't know, we don't have any evidence neither, so there's nothing to go against what you say, and there's honestly nothing to really support it, except the fact that they could be in a situation of not father and daughter. Anyone else that can confirm it, I would be grateful in the comments if you can say they aren't father and daughter, to go against the first theory that I unraveled. And I'm cool with that. If there's no connection between them, I'm also fine with that. I just think that it was very synonymous on how both of them are now can't be found, and one of them was declared deceased, the other one's being searched for. So it's always out there in the open. We never know what's going on. They could have did that to say, look, this guy, we need him in the future, so we got to make sure we protect him and keep his identity and what he's told us primary to the situation quiet. That's always a factor, and everything's open to scrutiny. Everything's open to someone saying no. I never go against someone. I just give my viewpoint on what they say and tell them whether I think it's right or not. It doesn't mean that I'm perfectly fit to what's going on, and I know exactly what's happening in the situation. I'm not in a position to give a finalization on any information that was delivered to me. Commenter Nation, hashtag Commenter Nation, drop that in comments. Hit that like button too. Even if you can't support at the moment, always hit that like button. I appreciate it. It helps videos to circulate more. And if you haven't hit the like button on a certain video, please go back and do so. I would appreciate it. Especially if you watch the video. This moves videos in circulation according to the algorithm. Commenter Nation with the hashtag in front of it, capital C, capital N, also moves us and around YouTube. That's the way I structured it. It also pops up above the title of every video. That's sort of the format that I put out. Nobody else has our name. Nobody else moves like us. And if you see it somewhere else, it's a copycat. I watched for a long time, and I think that you guys would appreciate having something synonymously linked to you in the comments, especially being how smart and professional you guys are with delivering these comments and these questions. I think that you deserve that much. And it's all going to work out in the end when you see the type of business I aim to do by the support and different things that I gain. I think that together, regardless of what you may feel now, that everything will lead to some type of conclusion. I know I said that it'll only be 100 videos, but with the titles and the comments that I have to answer, I could see us easily going to 200. We're about at 90 now once this video hits the list. It's also going to be part of commenters recognition, so check out that playlist when you get a chance. You can also share that playlist along with the RIP Tentacion to specifically transfer your name and your comment and your question and my response onto any type of social media platform that you take part in on your daily use, to show that you are giving good analogies and to show that you're a part of something much larger than just me getting on YouTube, you giving a view, and me trying to make monetization out of these videos. That's part of what I wanted to do too. I don't want to make it cut and dry. I want to make something different. And that's what we've become till now. And I think it's only going to grow stronger as we get more people in. Your names and stuff are going to still be there, and they're going to be in the primary parts. I leave the dates on my videos so it will show that everyone who started up and asked the question and supported earlier has been recognized before a lot of other people, before the channel gets larger. We're getting subscribers every day and have been for a long time. That's what I'm very appreciative of too. So I like the way that we're moving. I think that we're going to accomplish many things that the largest YouTubers haven't done. They kind of have large audiences and they try to appeal to them all. Whereas even when we cover different subjects in the near future, which I plan to do, we're still going to have that unity, and we're going to bring the same level of intelligence to the platform to power everything we're doing. So this one's about witness protection, and Jaylee said honestly that, hey, you know, they could be in witness protection and everything could be just for media show. And I like that because I think it's going to open up a larger door when we start looking not only on the surface, but into more evidence that's released in the movements of prosecution and defense while these guys are being indicted by the powers that be in Florida. So it's only going to open up to several different things. I'm also going to ask for confirmations as we go, whether the case is staying local or it has gone federal because of the instance. Again, we've seen that Diedrich asked for a PI. So I would like to see how that turns out and whether or not he's honored like that. Someone else, a commenter, reposted again, posted he also has a GoFundMe. I'm not supporting anything dealing with the suspects before I know that they're innocent against TheCzarr. That is the one thing I won't be objective about. So support the channel, support everything we have going here, and we're just going to continue to bang these videos out and make them more precise and more to a point where we all gain some type of understanding, whether we agree or not. The evidence is going to lead us where we need to go. It's the footsteps of not only suspects, but of everyone involved in the heinous action committed against this man, considering he is deceased and not still alive. So let's move further and continue to work together. I have received information from the peaceful attorney that I work with that the mother is bawling at the mausoleum contributed to TheCzarr. So let's, you know, offer prayers and support objectively for her growth and for her to make it past the situation. And you know how I rock. All right, TheCzarr.